Hey guys, it's Dean. Welcome to Manful Yoga. In this video, I'm going to show you some basic exercises to helping develop maximum strength in your glutes. So if you're looking to build a butt, you're looking to get stronger squats, better lunges, reducing pain in your hip flexors or hip flexor tightness, this is a workout that's really going to help you out. So I'm going to go through just a few of my favorite exercises for building strength in your glutes. Most of this is body weight. Actually, all of it is body weight, but I would also recommend that you get a TheraBand, which is just a basic resistance band. You can easily get these on Amazon or from any physical therapy office. So the first exercise we're going to be doing is clamps. So I'm going to have you lie down on your side, like so, and you're going to put the TheraBand, or the resistance band, around your thighs, kind of just above your knees. And we're going to lie down onto your side. You're going to bring your knees up slightly, bend your knees, and then you're just going to squeeze your knees open. So you're going to open up your knee like this, kind of like a clam, and then just squeeze your knee up into the outside. You want to keep your hips stacked here. So I'm not opening up like this and aiming my hips up, but I'm keeping my hips facing to the outside and just squeezing this back. And you can hold this for 10 to 20 seconds at a time and then just slowly release it and then go right back to it. So that's the first exercise, and I would do this for at least 1 minute total. So again, you can do 5 sets of, or 6 sets of 10 or 3 sets of 20. And if you're pretty advanced in your hip strength, you can do this for up to 2 minutes. Next one is we're just doing hip abduction. So you're bringing your hip away from, you're bringing one leg away from the other. So we're just going to squeeze one leg up, and again, hold it there for about 10 or 20 seconds. And this is helping to strengthen your outer hip. And the reason why these exercises are so important is because most of us don't even have the muscle activation in our hips to strengthen our glutes. So these basic exercises are going to help you retrain your body to engage your glutes so that you have more effective squats, so that you're actually using your glutes, using your butt muscles when you work out, and that's going to help you build muscle there as well. All right, then go ahead and release. Next one we're going to do is just going to roll onto your back, and we're going to be doing some bridges and single leg bridges. So first one is the normal bridge. We're going to come up, keep your knees about hip width distant, squeeze your butt cheeks, so really squeeze your butt together like you're pinching a penny between your butt, squeeze your thighs toward one another, and then I want you to squeeze your heels toward your back, and that's going to engage your hamstrings as well. So again, heels squeezing in toward your shoulders, thighs squeezing together, glutes squeezing, and then hips lightly lifting. Keep your abs tight here. You shouldn't feel any pain in your lower back as you're doing this. And then moving into a single leg bridge from here. The only thing that changes, one leg comes up. You don't need to lift your leg way up in the air. Just bring it straight forward. And then again, we're going to hold this for, I actually didn't give you a time on the single leg bridge, but I would hold that for a minimum of 1 minute. This one I'm going to hold for a minimum of 30 seconds. And if you're pretty strong in your glutes, you can hold this for a minute or maybe even up to 2 minutes. The longer you hold this, the more muscle fibers are going to engage, the better muscle firing ability you're going to have in your glutes. So this is something you can do on a daily basis to work on strengthening your glutes and making your glutes more active. Make sure you do the other side. And then again, we're going to squeeze whichever hip is planted, we're going to squeeze that glute to the inside, lift the hip, drive down through your foot, and also squeeze your heel toward your shoulders so that we're engaging that thigh as much as possible. Go ahead and release down. So from here, I've got a couple more exercises. The first is a lunge, but we're going to focus this lunge on maximum glute engagement. And you're going to use both glutes on this exercise. So let's go left leg forward. You're going to have your knee over your ankle and your front foot. And what helps to engage your left glute here is really driving down through the left foot. So I'm going to drive down through my left foot, push down through the heel, push down through the toes, and think of pressing my left hip toward my left heel. At the same time, I'm going to press my hips forward. And now to focus on the glute engagement in your right hip, I want you to take a big inhale here. And then as you exhale, focus on squeezing your right glute as much as you can. And we're going to do this for a minute. So every exhale, you're squeezing the glute a little bit harder. You're maintaining pressure, pushing down through your front foot. Now doing the lunge this way takes a lot of focus, but it's going to pay off because we're working on strengthening your glutes. So it's very easy to do a lunge without focusing on it. Much harder to do a lunge while focusing on the muscle engagement. And that's what you're doing here. Try to make your breaths 10 seconds, so 5-second inhales, 5-second exhales. And again, every exhale focusing on squeezing that glute just a little bit more. Make sure to do both sides. So now right leg forward, left leg back. Again, I'm going to push my right foot into the ground as hard as I can, push my right hip toward my right heel, and now squeeze my left glute as much as I can. So just tightening the back of my hip. You'll also notice that you feel a stretch in the front of your hip as you do that. So as we strengthen the glutes, as we engage the glutes, we're going to get a little bit of a stretch in the hip flexors. And for a lot of people, hip flexors are overactive. That could be because you're an athlete and you're used to that explosiveness of your hips, or maybe you just don't work your glutes enough. So doing this, focusing on the glute engagement, is going to help retrain your body and put that weight back into your glutes instead of in the fronts of your in the fronts of your hips. All right, so we're doing that both sides. And then go ahead and stand up. We're going to do a couple more. Warrior 2. We're going to really focus on the glute engagement here. So start in a wide stance position. Turn your right foot out to the side. Bend into that knee over the ankle and the front foot. And work on squeezing your knee toward the outside and really squeezing your right hip. So I'm going to focus on squeezing the outside of my hip, and that's going to bring the knee to the outside. And now I'm going to put as much weight as I can into my right foot, and I'm going to feel that in my right glute. You're also going to feel this on the inside of the thigh. So you're going to see, maybe even see that muscle start to shake. You can kind of see it with me here. And anyways, I'm really pushing down through that right foot, feeling that right glute engage. And this is a really good pose for working on muscle engagement in your hip. And we're going to hold this for a minimum of a minute, and you can even hold this up to 2 minutes. You're going to be feeling some stretching through your groin here. You're going to feel a lot of engagement in the outer hip, a lot of engagement through the inner thigh. Go ahead and switch sides when you're ready. So knee over the ankle and the front foot. Your knee is tracking over your middle toe. We're going to work on squeezing the outside of your left thigh, getting that glute to engage so we can strengthen the glute and develop muscle awareness and muscle activation there. And then we're also squeezing the back thigh. So we're keeping that back leg straight. Shoulders stay stacked on your hips, legs squeeze toward one another. And again, mostly focusing on this glute engagement in the outer left thigh. All right, and go ahead and straighten your leg. And we're going to do one more here. This is a really good exercise. If you have a TheraBand that we used at the beginning, get that out. If you don't have one, that's okay. You don't need it. And we're going to put this around your thighs again, just above the knees. Have you start at one side of the mat. We're just kind of shuffling back and forth. Feet are about shoulder width distant, facing straight forward. Keep your feet facing straight forward. This is important. Push your butt straight back and start to feel a engagement of your glutes. So again, I'm pushing my butt straight back here, keeping my knees behind my toes, keeping my chest lifted, pulling forward. And then I'm just going to slowly shuffle to one side. So I'm just going to lift one foot, bring the other over. And now notice that I'm keeping my toes facing straight forward. This is important for keeping your glutes engaged. If you let the feet turn out, you're not going to get as good glute engagement. So keep your knees, keep your toes facing straight forward, and then just slowly shuffling from one side to the other. And as you're lifting your foot off the ground, letting it hover, for half a second or maybe a full second before you plant it. And this is really developing that muscle awareness in your glutes. So this is great to do before any workout. If you're going to do a squat workout, if you're going to go running, doing sprints, this is a really good workout to do. This whole workout in general, actually, but also this exercise in particular is very good for turning on your glutes, making sure you're using those glutes in that exercise. And so you can do this one start at about a minute, and you can work your way up to 2 minutes or even longer. And those are my favorite exercise for improving glute activation. So you can use these on a daily basis. Use your body as a reference. If you're feeling really sore the next day, you probably don't need to do it again. Give your muscles some time to recover. But if you're looking to kind of retrain your body to help improve your glutes activation, to help make sure that you're using your glutes more when you do squats and lunges, these are the exercises that you'll want to do. And some other benefits of strengthening your glutes: you're going to notice bigger glutes, so you're going to get a bigger butt. You're also going to notice reduced pressure on your lower back. When your glutes are stronger, your lower back doesn't have to do as much. You're going to feel less pressure in your hip flexors, so you won't feel as tight or as sore in your hip flexors the day following a lower body workout. And And you're going to have more explosive power. So anything involving, a jump, right? Any sort of jump, any sort of lunge, any sort of shift in direction for sports, you're going to notice improved explosive power because your glutes are stronger. So thanks for watching this video. If you're watching this from the members area, thank you for being part of the Manful Yoga members area, the Manful Yoga community. And if you're watching it from somewhere else, maybe on Facebook or YouTube, I hope this video has been useful. Like, comment, and share if you found it especially useful. And if you want to learn more about getting started with Manful Yoga, head on over to manfulyoga.com/intro. I've got a free 7-day program, a week's worth of lessons to teach you how to get stronger with yoga and improve your fitness. And that's it. So thanks for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed the workout. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, found it useful, and I look forward to seeing you on future videos. Take care. Thanks for joining me for this workout today. Make sure you subscribe. We put out lots of videos like this on a very regular basis. And to get full access to all of my workouts, my programs, tutorials, and more, head to manfulyoga.com, sign up for a 7-day trial. It's just $1. Thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you on the next video.